What's up, guys? Welcome back to Farm Sim 25, the Riverbend series. We are just about done with year 3, and I did some things. I'm not proud of it, but I did some things. I went back into debt. Um, Look, I gotta get this series moving. We're 3 in-game years in, and we really haven't done a whole lot in terms of progress. It's been a lot of just prep work and trying to make a couple bucks here and there. So, I went back into debt. Whoops, I can't go that way. My bad. I went back into debt, 300,000 to buy some land. So I did buy another piece of farmland, which I will show you once we're done doing this. But I wanted to take a look at this playground, see the progress on it. I'm just now finishing up a contract. And I want to see what's going on here. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's even more progress. Yeah! Alright, alright. Yeah, so before we just had the ropes that came down to like right about there, but now we got even more stuff happening here. So is this supposed to be like a climbing tree or something like that? What is this gonna be? I'm so curious. I want to know what this is gonna be. Oh, the ropes are anchored in. Huh. Cool. Yeah, so it is making progress. Some of these ropes are just hanging there. But I'm sure it'll all look right once it's done. I really want to know what's going on over there, but I don't think anything's changed. How much do we have left here? So... what? Okay, so everything's in here to complete this step. Alright. Cool. I'm so excited to see that play. Oh wait, that's the next step. So this is going to be a multi-step thing. Right. So I'm going to have to do more stuff with that eventually. But yeah, it's one of these things where I need to make more money quickly in order to progress in the game, because the goal is to own the entire map, and we are not even close to doing that. Like, it would be super easy. I could just cheat in all the money and buy everything and be done with it, but that defeats the purpose, so we're not doing that. And, you know, I was looking at it, I was looking at the finances. There's a whole bunch of land that is basically barren right now. Like, no crops have been planted in it. No crops are growing, all that good stuff. So I was like, you know what? I should probably just take advantage of this and buy up some of the land. Ideally, I would have bought some land that had sunflower growing in it, but all things considered, everything was really far away, and I didn't want to essentially have to start another home base farm just to keep from traveling from one side of the map to the other. So I bought that big chunk of, or that big farm that's right next to ours. It's been barren for a few months. They haven't planted anything in that field. Granted, it cost me like $300,000, but I think we'll make that money back quickly, especially with the sunflower. It might even be too big of a field. I don't know. We're going to find out with the next harvest season. We can't plant right now, so I'm not worried about planting anything. So that's not a big deal for me. It's just we only have that one factory for oil, and I don't know how much of that sunflower is going to fit into that factory. Yeah, we made 5,000 on the harvest, and we made 10 grand on the contract, I think. $11,000 on the contract. Okay, cool. And I'm just gonna boom, boom. Yeah, like that. Right. So, let's take a look here. So this is our field here that we've been working, getting this done. The one I wanted was this one over here, but this one is growing spinach, I believe. Yeah, they're growing spinach here. And I'm not trying to buy brand new equipment just to harvest that once it's ready. So, I saw this other field over here by the biogas plant, and I was like, huh, you know. And as we can see here, there's nothing here. Absolutely nothing here. It is ready for seed. I could do all sorts of cool stuff with this. So I'm debating a lot of stuff. Like, I really am. Do I want to do grass or wheat or something like that, which I could do, and we can do like straw and stuff, or do I want to make this a big ass sunflower field? And I think I want to make this a big ass sunflowers field, and then the other field I'm not sure about, that smaller field. So I'm really debating on where to go. I want to check out this biogas plant. What all is... I think we can drop off like silage and stuff over here. I mean, we wouldn't get a whole lot of money for it. But what I'm thinking is I might, if I do grass, and then I could just buy a lawn mowing setup. I already have trailers. Where is my, here we go. I'm just trying to think, what can I do with that smaller field? Because I think the big field is going to be more than enough. I really do. I think it's going to be more than enough. We got grassland. Did I install the mod? That's another question. So I saw this really cool setup for mowing, and it got me thinking. It got me thinking, guys. I was like, huh, I could do stuff. What is this? The AgriFlex? Huh. So it would be this guy here. We put the Colossus Quick Grow. What do you want to bet it's going to be under the Colossus stuff? So it'd be that, and would it be under combine harvesters? Yeah, I don't think it would be, but no. It might, I might not have downloaded the mod, which, if that's the case, it kind of sucks. It's not these guys. If I have it, I'll see it, I'll know it. But it's a really neat thing. It's like a zero-turn vehicle. It's not going to be under that. Vegetables. It's not going to be under special. Grapes, no. Animals, forestry. I may not have downloaded that mod. But either way, basically, oh, was it a baler? It might have been a baler. Now that I'm thinking about it. Or was it forage? It wasn't a teddy. It's not a windrow. It's not a forage wagon. It's not that. So it might be a baler. No. At least not there. Here, this guy. Well, no, I guess it's not that guy either. It's something similar to this. Oh, here it is. I did buy it. Or I did get it. So we get this thing, right? And we put the mower attachment on the front. And so it'll mow, and it'll pick up the grass and bale it as we mow. So I am seriously considering doing grassland and just doing that. The problem is I'd have to buy this, I'd have to buy the header, and I'd have to buy a roller for the grass, which isn't that big of a deal, right? Let's see here. I wouldn't do wide. I just do standard tires, decals. Yeah, that lizard branding looks pretty good on there. Lizard lawn care. I like that. So we can do... Oh, we got tint? Oh, look at that. We can go dark. Light tint looks good. Sides and rear. We go light. 3-point. That's it. So we'd put on this 3-point attacher. That would let us put on that mower front. That'd be pretty dope. Standard net. Film binding? What's film binding? Probably just do a... I think I'd want film binding, wouldn't I? If I was going to make it silage. I don't know. Silage additives, so like we can put on a tank there. I'd also have to buy some silage additive, but that's it right there. I'd probably keep the main color black. I don't know. Yeah, I'd keep the main color black. The design color, maybe that would be our purple. Just changes the roof. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'd do that. And then, of course, we gotta go chrome, right? So, I mean, I would do like that setup. That's 241,000, which I don't have. And then we do this guy here, which we're running black, so I'd keep that black. Design color, I'd probably do the chrome purple for the curtains there, yeah. What's this one do? I'd probably do that, actually. Yeah. That'd probably be my setup for that. And that's another $5,000. So, I mean, I'm looking at like, what, another almost 300,000, I'm guessing, to do grass. And I don't know if doing grass on that small little bit is worth it. So it'd probably be, if I can get this and turn this field into a grass field, turn this field into my sunflower field, I think we'd be pretty well set up like that. And now that I'm thinking about it, let's visit this big one. And I'm going to put down a couple more beehives. Or try to. Because we're not making nearly as much honey as I think we should. Let's go. It's the dog. Here's the bees. And I'm wondering if it's because of this. And of course, the land doesn't belong to me. Ah. Well, what land does belong to me? I could put it out here, but I would have to really mess with my rows. Well, would I? If I run a headland right there, I mean, it'd be a small problem. I'd probably do 2 headlands. But I could put that beehive out over there. Could put it there, but that might be a problem. But if I put it here, in the back, if I do like that, right? And then I grab this small one, I could put that like right there, and then maybe put another one over here. I don't think having multiple of these is going to increase my honey yield, but it's worth a test. Because right now we're not making crap for honey. And we should have already had that whole area filled up by now. At least in Farm Sim 22. That whole area would have been filled up twice over. So I don't know. The other thing I can do, and let me know in the comments section, is we can do like wheat or barley. So if we grab this field here, well, we already have that field. If we end up buying this field, combine them, make it a like wheat or barley field, we can then do chickens. We can buy a chicken coop. And all I'd have to do to harvest these fields is get another header for my harvester. I would just have to get the proper header. I could still use the same harvester, so I wouldn't have to buy a whole new piece of equipment to run it. That's an idea. What I would have to do is buy a chicken coop and probably a silo to store the wheat and barley until it's actually needed. And I don't know where I'm going to put a chicken coop. I'm also thinking about just getting rid of this shed and putting down a shed to hold excess lettuce. Considering that. But maybe if I had like a chicken coop over here, like a big ass chicken coop. Is there a big ass chicken coop? Is there a big ass chicken coop? I don't know. Chickens. What do we got? So we've got all this land right here. And I could even potentially buy up this plot to feed them as well, depending on how many chickens we end up getting. So we got this small one, which holds 30 chickens, which, shit, I could put that anywhere. Not sure where the eggs come out at, though. Am I just not seeing it? Okay, so the eggs would come out right there. 30 chickens, probably not going to get much progress off of 30 chickens. That one's 20. And boy, that looks homemade as a mofo. This one's 20. I'd want something bigger. Holy crap, I don't know if I want it that big. Or do I? Or do I? I do like how the eggs show up right there, though. That's only 20. Really? That's only 20 chickens for this big ass flipping thing? 20 chickens? Serious? I don't know about that. 30,000, that one's 20 chickens. Is all of them just going to be 20 chickens? This one could do 360. Ooh, I like where the eggs come out though. I like that. You can just pull right up in there and get them. We have an outside area. They have an inside area. There's our feed lot right there. And then this one can do 700 chickens. And this thing is massive. So let's see, the food goes in right there. Okay. The chickens go in there. Where do we get... Seriously? They put the eggs on the inside? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I mean, yeah, it'd be easy to back a trailer up into those double doors to collect the eggs. But that's kind of more of a pain in the ass than it needs to be, right? So I think I'd end up going with this one here. It's the most expensive, but it's also the most convenient. And I mean, 360, if I buy 100 chickens, they'll produce eggs right away, they'll mature, they'll reproduce, and we can get up to 360 really quick, as long as I keep them fed. I think that might be the way to go if I were to do chickens. Right now, I gotta figure out the field situation. So let me know what you guys think. Should we go into something else? Should we do chickens? Should we go into grass? Let me know. Again, right now I'm thinking I might get rid of this shed. Do we have a different, like... There's got to be like a different storage shed that I can use just for the pallets, right? I mean, something like that would work, but I want just like the tiniest of things. Haul to store bulk material. That's too big. Way too big. Don't need that. I mean, something like this would work, but that's too big. That would actually work. It's to store vehicles and tools, but I can just take that extra lettuce, throw it in there. That way the lettuce is covered and not out in the sun. It's a role play thing, guys. That's all it is. I'm just thinking role play type stuff. We got this one that does the same thing. It's a little bit more expensive. A whole bunch of big 10. I mean, this would work. It's open air. It's only 10 grand. I can easily put the lettuce in there. I actually kind of like that. I'm just looking at cheap options right now. 3,000. I mean, that would work too. Honestly, this would work as well. It would cover up the lettuce at too high. I don't think it's deep enough. Because right now I've got 12 pallet. Well, it might be deep enough. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, I've got 12 pallets right there. I know that my trailer can hold 50. And we've got several months to go. So I'm probably going to have at least 24 extra pallets. You know what? This would actually work then. This would cover them and it's cheap. And I can get some money back from selling that. I don't need the vehicles inside a shed. It doesn't need to happen. Can I do it? Yes. Do I need to do it? No. And I mean, if I'm going to do vehicles inside a shed, you know what? I'm going to make the call now. We're going to sell this. I still like that this area is cut out so I can put another shed or two in there for extra produce. what I'm thinking is just flattening out this ground right in here and just putting all of my tools, backing my tools up in there. I'm thinking that's what I might do. We'll find out another episode. Again, guys, I'm spitballing here. I'm trying to figure things out. If you've got ideas, toss them out there. Let me know what your ideas are, because I would love to hear them. Right. Anyways, this video's gone on for over 20 minutes, and I showed you what I needed to show you. We bought that new land, kind of trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do with it, and trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the smaller one. And do we want to go into chickens? I mean, it'd be really good to diversify what we sell. So if we have our sunflower field, like the big one there, making sunflower oil, we have the lettuce garden, and then if we do eggs, that's 3 different products that we're making, and we can, it's just more opportunities to make more money at different times of the year to keep our money flow going. And I'm thinking that might be what I want to do. I at this point in time, I'm thinking that's what I really might want to do. Let me see one other thing here. What about this one here? 125,000 for that. I can even buy that piece of land right now without going into debt. And that might even be worth it as well. So we'd have 3 fields, maybe 2 of them are wheat. Ooh, do I want to drive back and forth between those 2 fields though? That's only 5 acres. This one is, oh, this one's only 4 acres. Well, this one's including all this extra stuff out here. This field honestly would be good for grass. If I were going to do grass, get into that business, what I could do is I can just cut down a whole bunch of these trees, turn all of this land into a big old grass field. Like, we would have all of this to turn into a grass field. That might be a plan as well. We'll have to keep that in mind. The question is, do I want to buy it now? The answer is no, not really. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind it, but if we turn this big field into a grass field, then we can store our grass equipment up in here somewhere, because the chickens will be in this empty plot here. So we can build a shed or something like that for our grass equipment here. Which honestly, this might not be a half bad place for an equipment shed. But yeah, have our chicken coop here, and then have our equipment for maintaining grass here. Have that as a grass field. And then we can get into silage as well. I mean, that would be 4 different products that we're working on. It would keep us busy throughout the entire year. That might be what we do, honestly. As of right now, what I am going to do is we're going to check out contracts, see if there's anything else that I want to do. Really the only thing I want to do right now is harvest type stuff, because I get way more money from harvesting. This is cotton. Too much trouble. I don't like this cotton trailer. I've used it, I hate it. Soybeans, I'd only get 4,000. I'd probably get around 7,000 total with the extra harvest. Nah, we're good. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start with my plan of cutting out an area back in here for equipment. I'll move the equipment that we currently have up here down there because it's all for this area anyways. And then I'll probably build one of those small sheds, maybe two, right in here for the extra lettuce. I think that's what I'm going to do. Again, let me know in the comment section, what do you think we should do? So our options are buy that other small field, get into grass work, have that be the back field, have that be our sunflower field. This one, sunflower, wheat, grass, whatever. Really what I need to know is what should we make this field right now? Keeping in mind that we're looking at potentially going into chicken farming. What should we do with this field? Should we make this... Should we just work that other small field for wheat and have that be our chicken field or our wheat field or barley field, whatever, and have that feed our chickens? Or should we have like these two feed the chickens, have the other one be a grass field? Or should we make this a big old grass field and have the small one be our chicken field? I mean, we've got options, guys. We've got lots and lots of options. I am going to end up buying this field at some point. It's going to happen. And it's actually going to be probably my next big purchase, unless I purchase that smaller field first. So, I mean, I'm going to own. My goal is to own this field and this field. This field I can buy right now, and I'm actually really seriously considering buying it right now. But I also know that I just took out a big old loan and this won't leave me with much. Yeah, it won't leave me with much at all. You know what, screw it, we're gonna buy it. Fuck it. So we now have 3 fields. This field will be our next big purchase in terms of land. Like I said, the whole goal is to own the entire town. So we're starting up here in this corner here. I'll probably buy the biogas plant. Maybe, I don't know. But in order to complete this, I just need to buy that thing next. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If I've earned it, hit the subscribe button. And as always, be safe, be cool, and have fun. We'll catch you in the next one.